Welcome to Wisconscene. I'm Trevor. Tonight we're going to be hearing from Milwaukee's Living Several Deaths and also hanging out here at the High Noon Saloon with the Skintones, one of Madison's favorite bands. I think they're in the green room already, and it's fucking cold out here, so I'm going to go in and check with them.
Hi there, this is Pete Ress from the Skintones. I was playing with John Toronis. We used to play in a band called Mind Ox together and a few other bands. And me and him were looking to do something after Mind Ox broke up. And he knew Tony from Wheelie King. So we went to go rehearse with Tony over at his house. Tony and I really hit it off. So him and I started playing together, and I had known this guy named Chris. So Chris was the original bass player, and we recorded an EP called The Opinion of My Middle Finger. We did one more EP, Devil Rock, and we recorded that over at Smart Studios. It was a fantastic experience. I'm very proud of that recording. We still play some of those songs on there. And Chris left the band shortly after that, and that's when Darwin Sampson came into the group, and that's kind of really when the Skintones started to take off. That's when we were signed to Crustacean Records, and then Gavin came along right before the recording of Rock Scene Problem.
It was challenging, it was interesting. I was a big fan, so I didn't want to see the band stop when their bass position became vacant. So I was happy to jump in. I knew the guys pretty well. I was honored that they asked me to become part of the team, and it's been a lot of fun. You know, playing with Pete and Tony, and we had Travis along for the ride for a little while. So yeah, it's been pretty much what you want out of a band is camaraderie and friendship, and that's what we got here. The name's been around longer than I have. I'm a late addition to the band, so I guess it's some sort of amalgamation of Tony's name and Pete's name. At least that's how Tony would explain it.
Well, this is a highly debated Skintones topic. For me, my name's Tony Leskinen, which has the word skin in it, and Tony. And at the time I thought, hey, let's do a little flip around there, Skintones. And I thought, hey, if we ever made any money, I could take these guys to court and have a leg to stand on, really. So
Here's the real story. I don't have to tell you that other bands, naming your band is a very difficult thing to do. So when I was looking for a name of the band, it was really difficult. So finally I found this site that had submissions that people put up there that they thought, hey, I've got a cool name for a band, and they made a list, and I forget the name of the website. So anyhow, the website compiled a list of names, and if you wanted one, all you have to do is email it in and say, hey, I'm so-and-so, we're gonna use this name, they'll take it off the list, blah, blah, blah. So anyhow, a name that stuck out to me on that list was Evaporated Fats and the Skintones. I was looking for something actually kind of cheesy with tones in it. Anyhow, so it actually worked out well. I dropped the Evaporated Fats, went with the Skintones, and it went really well because, my drummer, his name is Tony Leskinen. We had that built in. He beats the skins plus the tones equals Tony, if you ask him.
3 bar! shadows, still searching for the light, still wanting what I haven't lost, but still hoping she'll come and make things right. Your haunted soul still taunts me. Why can't I let these feelings go? Listen to me when all I wanted was you to know that now you're tearing away at my heart. Oh, I swore to God I never let it breathe. I can't. So promise me through this crushing pain will end, 'cause you and I were meant to die alone. Just shut your mouth for once. Can't you see that I'm in the room? And I can't seem to justify this pain. How could you crush my soul, bitch? You're so cruel, and now you're tearing away at my heart. Oh, I swore to God I never let it bleed. I can't. So promise me through this epic pain. If I know you were meant to die alone, so die, walk alone, bitch.
I'm Angelo DeMorte from Living Several Deaths. Everybody lives a death. Every day a day dies to dawn a new day. You might go through the death of a relationship, the death of a friend, the death of a job, but all that starts anew. So that's how we got the name of the band. I started playing piano when I was very, very young. My dad bought my mom a baby grand piano when I was like 2.5, 3 for Christmas, and of course being 2.5, 3, I thought it was mine. So I started jamming on that thing. And I guess I showed a little bit of flair for it because Mom got me some lessons. Then when I was 9, I decided that I didn't really want to be a piano player because I didn't like the word pianist, and decided I'd pick up a guitar, and well, 27 years later, here we are. I do have a master's in theory. Now, I use a lot of it, but the application that it's used for now is actually in writing, which, had I thought about it back then, I would have focused a lot more on composition in school. Now, I'm using it, and I mean, the theory works well for composition, but it wasn't my mainstay for it. It was learning more rudimentary things.
Yeah, my first instrument was actually playing a trumpet in grade school. And, I was living in the city of Chicago at the time, and needless to say, I mean, practicing your trumpet in the city of Chicago when your mom was like, don't play that in the house. It's kind of hard, so I lost interest after a few months. Sick of standing in my yard bothering my neighbors. Tried a saxophone, tried a bunch of different things, and when I was younger, I went through a bunch of different schools. I was somewhat of a problem child, I guess. Didn't want to do homework when I did it. It kind of sucked. I had problems with other kids, teachers. So I went off to a military school. So then I was like, well, got to deal with it. So I was like, how about some music? And I started playing a snare drum. And learning some rudiments there, and singles, doubles, flams, all that good stuff, you know, that they teach beginning drummers when you're in grade school. That was probably about 5th grade, I think, 6th grade, when I started getting thrown out of the house and thrown out of the state and going to military school. I was like asking for a drum set for like 2 years, and got a drum set for Christmas when I was 14. So late start on the drums, but an early start in music in general, and just you know, kind of took it from there. Social media, you know, as a whole is obviously huge and has been for many, many years. We've been very slow to get on that bandwagon. We've done a lot of grassroots promotion, you know, going out to different venues that we are going to play at, that we have shows booked already or want to play at, doing the handshake and meeting people. Of course, you know, the flyers, you know, Facebook invites, you know, Facebook events, just posting around the internet. For the most part, but you know, we like getting out there. You know, no matter how far, you know, technology advances, I'm a firm believer that you have to get out there. You have to know people. You have to be cool with people. You have to make them feel like, you know, you're interested in them, and then in turn they're going to be interested in you. And I'm not saying that like, oh, hey, we're going to fake that we're interested in you. I mean, we're really down-to-earth kind of guys. You know, easy to get along with. We like people. Making people feel involved in what you do as a musician makes them like you more, makes them want to come out more and support what you do. Why does somebody want to support you if you're not supporting them? You know, I have my favorites. I definitely have my favorites. Bitter Symphony is one of the songs that I really, really enjoy playing. It kind of takes me back personally to my earlier roots when I was in my first garage band. First couple of garage bands, just that raw sound, that energy within the song and what the song evolves to as you move through it.
On this amnesty, the waiting, the hoping you'll forgive my shortcomings. So useless and so draining, I wish I could stop this blood. My whole life spent in training, why should I pay a buck? To hear some bitch complain that I can see that facing the music ain't hard as it seems. But I'm left here to wonder what's left of me. And the thought of losing everything in this bitter symphony, keeping up appearances to prove that I'm still winning and to show my insolence. Please stop this room from spinning. I wish you would shut your mouth, but you just won't quit talking. Show me what it's all about. There's a door now, just keep walking so I can see that facing the music ain't hard as it seems. But I'm left here to wonder what's left of me, and the thought of losing everything in a bitter symphony. You want me shit all over you. Read my words, read your soul, it's all you ever fucking do. And the thought of losing everything in this bitter symphony. Drugs, drugs, drugs. My brain is riddled with drugs. My skin is alive with dead bugs. I think that I like it too much. It makes me feel good, real good. Vibrate the water, some might call it a crutch. A wet band-aid on that lush. I can see it, I like a good stuff. When I'm burning trees and squirming, eating drugs, 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 drugs. Brain is filled with drugs. While powder with the green buds. Some drawbacks mostly is fun. When we're home, we're close, and we ain't a water. Some like dollar cups. Colors evidence of business and fun. It really don't matter that much. When we're home, and we're close, and we ain't a water. Drugs, 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 drugs. Drugs, 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 drugs. My brain is filled with drugs. My skin is alive with dead bugs. I think that I like it too much. It makes me feel good, real good. Vibrate a blood, some might call it a crutch. A wet band-aid on a bad lush. But I see it, I like the good stuff. When I'm burning trees and squirming and eating drugs, 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 drugs.
Yeah, it's weird now because I'm like an old guy to the Madison music scene now. You know, it's definitely a lot stronger than it was when I was young. Back in the day when it was just like the Anchor Inn, it seemed it was the only live venue, and then all of a sudden you get like the King Club, Corral Room start doing more shows, and then the High Noon opens, and now with the Frequency too, and the big theaters are doing more shows, more stuff in the Majestic, Orpheum. Of course, the Inferno's always been going on, but there's a pretty rich tradition and history, and there's a lot of different scenes, so it's pretty diverse representation of people doing different things. Makes it interesting.
There's different types of bands, and I think there's a lot of really great bands in town right now, and there's maybe even more camaraderie and less competition. I think bands like to play with other bands, and there's more friendly atmosphere. Setting up, and it's not just the same niches. People like to change it up, like, hey, you can't play with the same two bands every time because, it's the same show. Drunk Drivers, I don't know if you consider that local, but they're a Wisconsin band that I love. I'm kind of obviously biased. I like Gavin's band, the Warhawks, very aggressive. Another one that if I can catch it is I like to see Magma from the Garza, because he's another singing drummer, so that's a guilty pleasure. He's got a different style than I do, singing and drumming, but it puts a little crack on my face to see another drummer, belt it out, I guess. He's the only singer there in that group, so that's a few, I suppose.
My career in politics is coming to an end this April. I did step up and I served a term. Back when I was a skate punker, we always talked about beating up the system from the inside. So when I had a chance to do it, and when I say beating up, I mean bringing change to the system. So I had an opportunity, I ran for office, and I won. I beat an incumbent. I really didn't expect to, but I thought, maybe there's some good I can do for my community. And I've done some things I'm very proud of. I would say that my career in music did prepare me for at least being comfortable up on a stage speaking to people. Has my time in politics affected my take on music? I guess it made me reestablish where my priorities and where my beliefs are, and actually probably reinforced some things and maybe eroded some things. And politics, like the expression goes, is, you know, it's like watching sausage be made. You won't eat the sausage if you see how it's made. I don't know if music is quite like that. Sometimes it is. But I would say to some degree, I have actually had more of a negative perception of some people in politics. And that most definitely is going to show up in the music that comes out in the next couple years.
In my dreams I see you up and I'm on. Out in the sugar cane is where I kill you. Dripping cigarette, come on, touch your head. Out in the sugar cane is where I kill you.
I am Yuri. I play the bass. I have to pee. I start out with your imperialist United Kingdom band Black Sabbath. I take a drag of low-grade marijuana in here into the void for the first time, realize what I want to do with the rest of life.
I was never a big fan of the 80s when I was growing up and living through the 80s and even 90s. But now I've got a renewed appreciation for old school heavy metal bands, you know, like Iron Maiden. I was always a big Metallica fan, and I get that goes without saying. You know, down in Milwaukee, we played with a lot of cool bands, a lot of cool guys. I would say that our buddy Danny's band, Circle Switch, is on the top of my list. Because again, you know, we relate to him really well. He's a good guy. We're good people. We just mesh well. So I'd have to say Circle Switch out of Milwaukee is on the top of my list there. Up here in Madison, we've done a good amount of shows. And Order of the Jackal, we like those guys. Damn It All, we really love those guys too. They gave us a good opportunity to play some nice places and introduced us to a nice venue that we've played at a couple times since, which is the Wisco. Very nice place.
Still here, still waiting for you to tell me that I'm wrong and that everything is my fault. No, I won't be pushed out again and be a victim of your infernal assault. Again, I can survive these abnormal thoughts. thought you'd try, and my will's now broken, so I'd rather die. Right. Oh, hear it. Now. Sitting all alone, your family don't want you, you can never go home. And I lay in this cold embrace, I'm counting the bullets to exit the place. These thoughts of bloodbath again, and I don't think I'll ever hear a word you've said to these wounds inflicted by fear. And this chaos resides within my head. I'm keeping my words inside. I possess my hands down to blood red. Well, just remember that all things that were spoken, I always thought I'd try, and my will's now broken, so I'd rather die. Right. Okay, then. Now. Sitting all alone, your family don't want you, you can never go home. As I lay in this cold embrace, I'm counting the bullets to exit the place. Still here, suffer right. This life's so brutal to stay. I can't escape, can't relate. Just living day to die. Suicidal with a pocket full of morphine. Broken his fate, take me away. And I'm so lost in this hell. I know that this won't end well. Instead, they lock me away in this cage. Both finally succumbing to all this pain, and I know I wasn't so wrong. And I know that they wouldn't last this long. I've gun to my head again. What's done is done, what's said was said. Well, I remember that all things that were spoken, I always thought I'd try, and my will stands broken, so I'd rather die. Right. Oh, yeah. Now. Sitting all alone, your family don't want you, you can never go home. As I lay in this cold embrace, I'm counting the bullets to exit the place. Still here, still waiting for you to tell me that I'm wrong and that everything's my fault.
Now let's go get some fucking Subway.